welcome back. We'll have a small update on what's going on here in just a second, but let me get my tablet up and then also my checklist up. Right, so that's ready to go. This is ready to go. Well, I guess this is too far up. Okay. Oh my goodness. Here should have it above. Okay. Alright, so, small update. Let's remove control locks here. The Skypark for the airport that I want to fly out of mostly doesn't really have a lot of contracts out of it. Parking brake set. All switches are off. Yep. All circuit breakers are in. Landing gear is down. Fuel selectors on the mains. Okay. Trim is neutral. Let's turn on the battery. Right, we don't need the voltage, we just need to look at the battery. Alright, and then navigation light on. Right, good. Fuel quantity check, 10 gallons, a little less than 10 gallons. So we'll probably fill up. Done. And then let's just make sure that the battery is working for the flaps as well, so other electronics. Alright, battery switch off. And navigation lights off. Okay, so let's take off engine cover, intake cover, pitot cover, wheel chocks will still stay in. Status, inspect. No defects found, but the spark plugs on the left engine are a little shaky. Well, it's getting in the yellow, but that's all right. So we're going to go to the services tab, and we're just going to fill up on gas in the mains. Come on. Go, and then fill the gas in the auxiliary tanks as well. All right, excellent. Now that that's all done, before engine start, all doors are closed. Parking brake is set, emergency alternator and avionics are off. Auxiliary pumps are off. Battery and alternators on. Alright, lighting as required, we don't need it. Navigation and anti-collision lights on. Let's go ahead and turn on taxi light to let everybody else know that we're ready to start. Altimeter is going to be set as is for now. Warning lights pressed to test. Oh, okay. I thought that was flickering out for a second there. Done. 3 greens for landing lights. Cabin air controls are as required. Let's go ahead and flick the heat on. Fuel quantity. Let's double check fuel quantity. Full tanks. Full tanks. Throttles, propeller pitch. Full throttle to 1 inch open. Prop pitch full. Mixture full. Cowl flaps in and open. Fuel selectors still on the mains. Alright, engine start. Let's turn the magnetos on. And I'm going to do something a little different here. So I'm going to turn on the auxiliary pump, or prime the left, auxiliary pump on the left for just a few seconds, and then start it. And just see how that works. So prime left, auxiliary pump on. Boom, we got fuel flow Clear prop. Alright, oil pressure is coming up, cylinder head and oil temperature will come up as well. Nice. Auxiliary pump to low. Prime the right. And let's see if we got fuel flow to the right. And we do. Clear prop. Oops. Alright, oil pressure on the right coming up. And auxiliary fuel pump for the right engine. Excellent. Mixtures. Lean for taxi. Alternators. Good output on both left and right. So flaps up, avionics on. Let's also get our strobe light on. And remove the wheel chocks. Alright, so we're going to be using runway 34. The weather is, I think, 40. Wind coming in at 40 at 4 knots. Or 41 at 4 knots. So we'll see. Alright, yeah, so Skypark doesn't have a lot of contracts from 3 Whiskey 5. And I was trying to fly one contract from 3 Whiskey 5 down to south of Seattle, and every single time on the descent, getting right into the pattern, and I mean literally right into the pattern, it would crash. Like Microsoft Flight Simulator would crash. Every time. I mean, I did it twice, and it crashed in the same spot twice, and it was around the same time of flight, both times. I was like 45 minutes into the flight, and then it would crash. So, I've tried to adjust settings and see how that works out, just to see if that would change anything, and I just haven't been back down to south of Seattle at this time. And then in the meantime, I've been doing just like private, kind of like charter flight type deal. Just picking an airport that I want to explore, picking a place I want to explore, and then fly there. So right now I'm on Lopez Island. I flew out to Lopez Island, landed just as a small test to make sure I could fly around the Washington State area without having any problems. So far, so good. So then I'm just going right back to 3 Whiskey 5 today. So we are at Sierra 31. Alright, Lopez Island. Oops, enter. And then we are going to 3 Whiskey 5. No, we keep skipping W. 3 Whiskey 5. Alright, going back to concrete. Nope. Backspace, and turn off the cursor. Hold down the clear button for a couple of seconds. Come on. Okay. Nice. Let's go to menu. And it display the next red just in case. There have been reports of precipitation kind of in the Lopez area, but also kind of a bit to the south. So just to make sure, like where we're facing that way. Yep, see? I was on the national weather just to kind of see what the weather patterns are going to be like throughout the day. And this is kind of a clear part of the day. Change this from the CDI from VLOC to GPS before I forget. Alright, let's get the ADS turned on. And then the weather service, I think I still... Nope, I do not. Yeah. Comms up. 122.9. There we go, 122.9. It's frequency for this, but also weather frequency. I want to say it is. It's Friday Harbor. Nope. Usually it'll show you like, I think, let's see. Okay, 135.675. Oh, I already got it loaded up. Let's go to COM2.
Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo, automated weather observation 1800 Zulu. Wind 014 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 3C dew point 10C, altimeter 299 or 2. Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo.
Interesting. So 2992. Okay. Yeah, we even see on the tab there's some precipitation, so we're going to be getting away from the rain. I think actually that's snow that's coming in. Alright, so we got the AWOS. Everything is up and running that we need. We'll go ahead and turn off the parking brake. Well, actually, let's announce where we're going in the first place. Because it was 014 was the wind direction, right? And if that's the case, that's going to change the runway from... Nope, it's going to stay 34. 014 is one runway 34. Yep. Runway 34, still the selection. All right.
Sierra Tree 1 traffic Zulu X-ray, Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 is taxiing to runway tree 4.
Alright, so I've been doing, like I said, private, like, charter kind of flights. So I just dropped off a bunch of passengers to Lopez Island, and now I'm returning with nothing. So I'm going to be very light on this flight. Alright. Yeah. Kind of looks more than 4 knots, though. They look more like 6 to 9. Maybe it's 4 knots with gusts. Up to like 9 knots. Anyway. And then I turned off Rex weather as well, just to kind of see how that would affect performance, if that also played a part in the crashes. So just really trying to figure out what's going on with it. Alright, run up time. Let's go up to 1700 RPM. Alright, 1700 RPM. Let's do left magneto for left engine. About a 50-foot drop. Left magneto for right engine. About the same. Alright. Turn this back on. Let it stabilize. And then right magneto for left engine. A little more than 50. And then right magneto for right engine. And it appears that it is very much less than 50. And that would reflect for real, because the left mag or the right magneto on the left engine is feeling a little bit. Alright, let's cycle the throttle. Watching oil pressure as well as RPM going down to about 1300. Back up. Excellent. Oil pressure is looking good. all temperatures are in the green, and then also suction is in the green for all the vacuum instruments. Back to idle. Alright, we're going to announce that we're going to just depart straight out.
Sierra Tree 1 traffic Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 taking off runway tree for departing straight out.
Final clear, runway clear. Alright, let's get our mixtures full forward and slowly bring up the throttle to full. Let go of the brakes. We'll kind of turn into the wind just a little bit. Slight crosswind takeoff. And rotate. Tap the brakes. Gear up. Right. Back to about 2,500 RPM. And 24.5 inches manifold pressure. Let's get some more heavy right trim in. As we're departing out, let's get to would-be approach 118-200, which we are already tuned to. Skip flight following.
Would-be approach Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 is type twin Cessna 2 miles north of Sierra Tree 1900 feet. Request flight following.
Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 would-be approach. Squawk 4752.
752.
Bravo Romeo 8 radar contact 2 miles northeast of Sierra Tree 11,300 feet. Altimeter 29.901.
Roger Bravo Romeo 8.
Get some left trim. Alright, we're only going to go to about 3,500 feet. Yeah, because it's fairly clear over here. There was a weather system that moved through Lopez Island and then went to concrete, and then now that weather system's moved out, and there's a new weather system coming in, as you can sort of see in the rain back this way. Come on, keep climbing. Got pushed a little too far. Trying to thread that gap over there. Actually, that cloud cover looks lower than 4,000 feet. We'll see. Maybe as we chase the weather, it'll dissipate. So we're at 3,000. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go down to 2,300 RPM and 2,300 manifold and reduce mixture to 60%. And to turn off the pumps. Auxiliary fuel pumps. Let's get autopilot in. Navigation. Altitude. 3,500 feet for that. And we're good. So 3 whiskey is Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra. Should be what do you call? Starts with an S. Skeek something. Skagit. What does weather say for Skagit? 40 at 4 knots. And 3 whiskey 5. Runways 07 and 25, so I think 07 will be the runway of choice today. Let's verify. So it was 25 and 7.
Bravo Romeo 8 contact with the approach on 120.7. Good day.
1207.
120.7 Bravo Romeo 8.
1207. Alright, 1207. Swap that in. And contact.
Whitby approach Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 3,500 feet.
Whitby departure, generic November 5015 Charlie, is at 900 feet, climbing 14,000 feet. Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8, Whitby approach altimeter, 29.901, continue as planned. Generic November 5015 Charlie, Whitby departure altimeter, 29.901, continue as planned.
Whitby approach Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8, Whitby approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Excellent. So yeah, Victoria approach, or Victoria Airport, somewhere around here. And we just got to ask to get into their airspace here. And we're basically like on the edge.
Bravo Romeo 8, please acknowledge.
Oh.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Bravo Romeo 8.
To be honest, we're not going to be in here for very long. Alright, so yeah, runway 07 would be the choice. If the weather is accurate. Because we'll tune into that weather approach as well. Let's figure that out. AWAS 121, 125. Now I'll set it on COM2 now that I know how to use it.
Traffic is 11 o'clock per mile at 1,100 feet generic. Report them in sight.
So theoretically somewhere in here. Yeah, I don't see him.
Bravo Romeo 8 don't have generic in sight.
I thought I saw a flash of something down there. They're like a couple thousand feet below me, so I can't see them. I'd imagine I passed them by now. 121, 125. so that's set for COM 2 to get the weather, which I should be in range. To be honest, let's figure that out.
Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra, automated weather observation 1800 Zulu. Wind 02 tree at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 2C, dew point 10C. Altimeter 2989er. Kilo Bravo Victor Sierra, automated weather observation 1800 Zulu. Wind 0. Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo, automated weather.
So now it's 02. So I wonder if the tablet's a little bit behind in its weather updates. If it's 021 or 024, wherever it is, it's still runway 7. Alright, so let's figure out if the wind... No, not the flight plan, I want the VNAV. I want to be at maybe 1,500 feet. Enter. Come on, enter. Let's see. Let's say 5 miles is good. 5 miles out. Enter
Generic flight
before.
contact Seattle
3 Whiskey
Center
5.
on 128.5.
128.5.
Generic 15 Charlie contact Seattle Center on
That's not me.
125.1. Good day.
And then my descent profile will be 1,000 foot a minute. And enter 3 minutes away.
125.1 for generic 15 Charlie.
Alright. So about 3.5 minutes. Which would take us to about 4 minutes out. Yeah, well, I guess I'm not that high. Ooh, I thought there was going to be a crash. Let's get the pitot heat on just in case. I knew it. Cloud cover was lower than 4,000 feet. Let's get the defrost on for the windshield. Since it is ice. And we'll keep it on until we start descending. Yeah, I know
Bravo
that.
Romeo 8, you're leaving my airspace. Resume on navigation.
Thank you.
Contact Victoria approach on 132.7.
132.7.
132.7 Bravo Romeo 8.
Nope, 32.7.
Victoria approach Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 3,400 feet.
Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 Victoria approach altimeter 29.89er. Continue as planned.
Some crazy clouds over here. Alright, we are just about ready to start our descent. Alright, let's turn the autopilot off and go ahead and descend. Get some left trimming, get some nose up trimming. the RPM is pulsing like that because of the wind that we're running into. So yeah, concrete did get a little snow, but I think the runway should be clear-ish. Down past 2,500, and we'll get around to about 1,500. Temperatures are looking good, oil pressure is still looking good. Because we are about to level off. Then let's switch over to, I think, Unicom for 3 Whiskey 5.
Traffic Zulu X-ray Zulu Bravo Romeo 88 miles west 1,600 feet inbound to land runway 7.
Alright, so about 7 miles out. We're gonna try to start slowing it down. Because the airport is right around this gentle mountain, right up in here, just right around that. So while that's happening, we'll go ahead and just increase our RPM to 2,500, just in case we need to get ourselves out of a bad sticky situation. We're out of heavy moisture, so we'll turn off the defroster for the windshield. We'll get in 1 notch of flaps. Slow down to our landing profile, which is about 100 miles an hour. Let's get some nose up trim to kind of help keep me level, at least not descend so fast. Up trim. Way off the power just a little bit. Nose up trim, nose up trim. There we go. So I tried it with 1 notch of flaps. I think I'm gonna just do what I've been doing, which is 2 notches. Right, roll out. (600) 617 feet per minute. That's terrible. And we're clear the runway.
Tree Whiskey 5 traffic Zulu X-ray, Zulu Bravo Romeo 8 is clear of the runway.
Oh, I didn't even get my fuel pumps in for landing. Man, I gotta remember that. Alright, so was the weather correct? Yep, weather was correct. And we're clear, clear. Back home to Mears. Not exactly sure how I'm going to be able to line up with this person, this marshal, that just decided to show up today. Oh, maybe a little more. All right. Let's turn off avionics. I hate when it does that. Let's go to shutdown. Pitot heat off. Anti-collision. Strobe. Navigation lights off. Auxiliary pumps off. Heater off. Go back to battery. Crash bar. Mixtures. The magnetos. Turn the fuel off. Reset trim to neutral. Crash bar the battery. And put in the engine cover, intake cover, pitot cover, wheel chocks, and then also the control lock. Put on the parking brake. All switches are off. Everything's idle. All that stuff's off. Okay, we're done. So how did that terrible 600 foot per minute landing affect this plane? Not too bad. So I guess it can take some abuse. I'm not going to make a habit of it. All right, flaps are up. Right, yep, flaps are up all the way. And we're done. So next time, I don't know, we'll just go somewhere else, see what flight plan I can come up with. So from this point, unless Skypark has some better contracts for 3 Whiskey 5, it'll be private contracts from here on in. But I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Go ahead and like the video if you'd like to, and more updates to come. I'll see you on the next one.